Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Taryn, and today's video is going to be about my first week doing the keto diet. I haven't really planned out too much about what I'm going to say in this video, so if it's a little bit all over the place, that's because I am very excited to tell you all these things and I haven't really thought too much about it. But anyway, so I'm going to jump straight in. I'm going to talk about just my experiences doing keto this week. I'm not by any means an expert or a doctor, or even, obviously this is my first week doing keto, so I don't know everything about it. But yeah, I wanted to share with you because I found these kind of videos really helpful when I decided to try it out and see for myself. So it's Saturday today. I started doing the diet last Friday. I should probably actually say, for those of you that don't know what keto is, you've probably heard of it because it's basically everywhere at the moment. It's really just it's a low carb diet. So you're basically having no carbs, high fat and moderate protein in your diet. The idea behind it is that obviously, and this is a very basic rundown, I'm really just doing the very most basic rundown at the moment. If you're more interested in it, there's a whole lot of other videos on YouTube that explain like more of the science and everything behind it. Normally our bodies run on carbohydrates, which we get obviously from our food. Our body is taking its energy from those carbohydrates that we're putting in. With the keto diet, you take away those carbohydrates, so the body depletes itself obviously of what it's got left in there, and then it turns to using your fat stores as energy, and also the fat that you're consuming and everything. So and basically I think as well, the idea is you cannot possibly eat enough fat in a day so that your body is only using the fat you're putting in. It has to use something that's in your body as well. So like I said, that's a very basic version of what the whole thing's about. So I'd recommend, if you're going to be starting this, to do a lot more research and look up some other videos on YouTube. Even Instagram has been a huge resource for me, especially for meal ideas and things like that. But then you get a really good understanding about how your body's working and what it's going to do to your body and that kind of thing. But so I started last Friday with my meal for dinner. So lunch I ate I think I just ate leftover potato salad from Christmas and like a salad, like a regular green salad. And then I went and did a workout. Those of you that have been following me, you know I started working out a lot more regularly back in October. So that's not a new thing. I have been working out for a little while now. So had my lunch, then went and did a workout that afternoon, and I went harder than I usually do. So the idea of getting in ketosis, which is where you need to be burning fat, that's the name of it. You need to use up all your carbohydrates first that are in your body before you will enter into ketosis and start using that fat. So I did the workout to get rid of those carbs as well as I could, or as many of those carbs as I could. So I did that and then came home and had a keto meal. It was I think a shredded pork wraps, but with the wrap being a lettuce wrap rather than like a bread wrap of some kind. So that was really good. That night though, I did feel really hungry, I'm not gonna lie. I ate a lot and it sort of satisfied my hunger, but I had that kind of like underlying hunger. I think you'd probably know what I'm talking about, like where I wasn't quite satisfied because obviously I was craving those carbs. But yeah, pushed through obviously. And then the next day I started on the actual keeping track of what my carb count was. So the idea is to keep it between 20 and 50 grams of carbs per day. With that, you're getting your and ideally you're going to be getting your carbs from like leafy green vegetables and that kind of thing, not from breads and that. Like you just can't really eat bread while you're on the diet because it's just, the carb count is so high. So you just can't. So the next day was a Saturday. I did work in the morning, and I remember I came home for lunch and I was quite jittery. Like I was fine at work, but as I finished at 12, and in that time getting home, I became jittery and a little bit of a headache. And that might have also been because I didn't have coffee either. So a bit of a caffeine withdrawal. I had that, was quite, I didn't feel like completely crash tired on the Saturday. But I was tired. Like I was laying on the couch at one point and I was like, I could just go to sleep. Like I could still get through my day though, so that was fine. Even on Sunday, I went to do my second workout since starting keto, and that, oh my gosh, I completely noticed the difference in my stamina, my endurance, all that kind of thing, because obviously carbs fuel your workouts usually. I didn't have any of that left at that point. I tried to do my regular, I do a 3K run usually, and then I do some more like weight-based exercises after that. And I got through the run, but I did not do it in a good time at all. And as soon as I got on the treadmill and started running, my body was like, no, stop, what are you doing? Don't do that. But got through it. I did a lot more walking than I usually do during the run. So, but after that, the day after that, which I assume I was in ketosis, I didn't have any test strips at the time, so I couldn't test at that point. But after that, my energy has gone through the roof. My hunger has completely gone. Like, even when it's time for a meal, I'm not particularly hungry. Like, I can eat, but I'm not hungry, if you know what I mean. I also had on the Sunday and Monday, just it wasn't, I suppose it was bad breath. My mouth just felt so like ugh, horrible. That went away, but that is a symptom of ketosis. So I was kind of expecting that, but it was just gross. Also have been feeling really thirsty, which is great because obviously you want to be drinking a lot of water. And I wasn't drinking a lot of water before I started this. So I naturally feel more thirsty, which is great because I'm actually managing to get enough water to stay hydrated during this week. So that's really good. And then, yeah, I've just been focusing on keeping my menu really low carb, and it's going really well. I'm finding the foods, like I say, because you're eating a lot of fatty foods, you're getting really satisfied. Even, you know, there's cheese and there's meat and bacon and eggs. Like, it's, you know, you're not feeling like you're on a diet, to be honest. First few days, okay, so I always say that orange juice is like my version of wine. Like, I do drink wine, but only on a sort of occasion, whereas at the end of the night when the kids go to bed, I get a glass of orange juice and I love it. Like, I look forward to it all day. I don't drink it during the day. Missed the orange juice. Clearly I'm quite addicted to that. And even, you know, it's summer here, so there's peaches and watermelon and grapes and all those delicious fruits, and I can't have any of those. Even apples, like I love apples. And carrots, surprisingly. Like, I just wanted something fresh in those days, and it wasn't going to be, like, lettuce wasn't going to cut it for me. So that I did struggle with the first couple of days. These days I'm feeling okay. Like, these days it's been like a week, but I am feeling okay with that now. And even the orange juice, I had like a swig, like a little quick taste of one the other day, and I think I had a grape or two the other day when my husband brought home some grapes from work, but not enough to at all affect my carb count or anything like that. So that kind of satisfied those cravings, to be honest, and I've been okay since. I am doing the keto diet to lose weight. I probably should have started with that, but what it is I never lost the baby weight from when I had my son. I was really quite small before I had my daughter, I was in my 20s, and then I had my daughter. I had about I was about 7 kilos off my pre-baby weight after I had her, and then I had some thyroid issues. I had an overactive thyroid, so I lost a lot of weight during that period of time when I was sort of addressing that, and then I sort of stayed at, thyroid got fixed, and I sort of stayed at that point, wherever, I can't remember, it was maybe about 60 kilos or something I was after I had her, and my weight plateaued. And then after I had Owen, my son, I basically had an extra 10 kilos on me since then, and it hasn't shifted. Like, I have no problem maintaining weight, but I just haven't been able to lose it and get back to anywhere close to where I was. I don't need to be as small as I was when I was in my 20s, that's whatever, but I would like to lose a little bit so that I'm at least sort of feeling more comfortable. I've got a whole closet full of clothes that don't fit me, so I'd like to be able to wear them again if I can. So that's what I'm wanting to do. So I'm planning on losing a bit of weight with this keto. And then, like I said, I'm pretty good at maintaining my weight. Well, I'm good at maintaining, my body doesn't sort of fluctuate much from where it's at. It just sort of sits there at whatever weight I happen to be at. So my plan is to do the keto, get the weight that I want gone off, and then I should go back to my regular eating, but preferably without as much junk as I was doing sort of in the last year or two, because I was indulging a lot more than I usually do. And my weight wasn't really moving that much, but obviously wasn't losing it. And even with the exercise I've been doing, I haven't had any change in my weight. My body shape changed a little bit, but not the actual weight. And the exercising has been great though, because I'm glad I've done that first and seen an improvement in my athletic ability, my stamina, my endurance, that kind of thing. My strength even I've noticed a difference, and I'm glad I was able to attribute that specifically to the exercise, and now I'm working on the eating side of things. So I feel like for me, in my sort of headspace, that has worked really well for me, because I'm not very motivated to do exercise daily. Like, I've never been motivated to do exercise, and now I'm seeing results specifically from that in the way my body functions, not so much how it looks, but how it functions. So I'm glad that I've had that, and now I'm getting the motivation from the keto. So it's been a week, and I have lost 2.5 kilos, which I've never seen weight come off me that, like, it just doesn't happen. Like I say, I've never sort of had any fluctuations in my weight before, besides pregnancy. So that has been amazing. I understand it's probably a lot of water weight and bloating and stuff, but I feel like even, you know, looking at myself, my face, my body, I can see a difference, which is awesome. And that is really motivating for me to keep going. So from what I understand, there are people who say that they lose a lot of weight quite quickly, and then they begin to fluctuate and go up and down during this keto diet. So I assume it's going to take me a little while. Like, I don't expect weight to continue coming off me in that way. And I don't need to lose too much, to be honest. I don't even need to lose the whole 10 kilos. Enough to be able to fit into my clothes would be great. Would be great. I'm planning on filming like a food diary. I didn't do it this week because I wasn't sure, you know, I was still sort of working it out myself, but I feel like I'm sort of got a good rhythm going on now. To give you a basic rundown, I'm doing bacon and eggs for breakfast without toast, obviously. I've been doing usually a salad at lunchtime, so sort of your spinach leaves, a bit of cucumber, celery, and a few tomatoes, and avocado, a lot of avocado, like a decent amount of avocado, feta, and then some roast chicken and ham, and all ham. And then for dinner, it's been something different every time, but I've done like keto lasagna, I've done keto spaghetti bolognese, but not spaghetti, obviously, it's zucchini. I've done those pork wraps, they were delicious. I've done a chicken curry. Like, everything has been delicious, and also meals that I'm used to having, but I've just obviously switched out the pasta and the starchy bits and pieces for, say, zucchini noodles or cauliflower rice cauliflower that's chopped up really tiny to resemble rice. And then my husband, because he's not participating, he does a lot of exercise, he really needs his carbs, he's not going to be out, like, he can't perform his workouts without the carbs, so he's not interested. Not that he doesn't like the food, he is loving the food and he would eat it, but it's just not going to be enough to fuel his workouts. So he's having, you know, the same as I am, but he will have the pasta, whereas I will have zucchini noodles, or he will have rice and I'm having the cauliflower rice. So that's working really well, we're managing it really well. And then with the kids, they usually get sort of an alternative meal to we're having anyway, because they're both so picky, but or an altered version, like they get some, it doesn't matter, but they're not affected at all either. And yeah, I'm finding it really, really easy. I'm also doing intermittent fasting, which I do naturally to kind of do anyway, like regardless of keto, which is basically when you stop, you eat during a 6-hour period. The 6-hour window during the day is how I basically understand it. I could be getting that number wrong, but you stop eating after dinner, and then you don't eat again for 14 to 16 hours, which, like I say, I pretty much do that anyway because I eat my breakfast or my first meal of the day really quite late in the day anyway, and we eat very early, so that wasn't a huge shock to me. I just obviously haven't been snacking after dinner, but I haven't wanted to be snacking, which I find the most bizarre thing, because like, I like snacking at night. Like, that's my problem really, is that I just can't stop snacking at night. And it might be fruit or something, but I haven't even, this past 4 or 5 days, finished dinner and haven't wanted anything. Bought myself some like dark chocolate in case I ever feel the need for something sweet, but I've been eating it, but I haven't really needed it, if that makes sense. Like, the only thing is the orange juice. I always really want orange juice, but that's fine. So yeah, I'm planning on doing my week of meals, hopefully in the next week or two, so you can get an idea of the kind of meals you can eat. But you can just search on Pinterest, like Pinterest keto dinners, keto lunches, there's so much on there. You don't even have to go, like, some of them are quite complicated and you're in the kitchen all the time, but I mean, I hate cooking. Like, cooking is not something I like to do at all, but I'm finding this really quite simple, and you just need to keep it simple. Like, you just cut out your carbs. There's a whole lot, like there's a whole science behind it. There's your macros, which are really important apparently. I haven't really gotten too much into that because I'm just focusing at the moment on my carb intake. And then the fasting, I guess, is another element of it that you don't have to do, but it works well with the keto diet. There's a whole lot of stuff. So if you're interested, I do encourage you to go and do some research. I'm going to keep you updated on my keto journey, because everyone calls it a keto journey, but I will keep you updated on that if you're interested. If no one's interested, just tell me and I will leave you alone. Yeah, I'm feeling so good. I think that's the biggest takeaway that I am shocked about. Like, everyone goes, oh no, you don't feel tired, you don't feel hungry, but legit, I have so much energy. Like, I don't know if you can even tell in the way I'm talking. Like, I just feel so energetic. I'm waking up. I am not a morning person, as my top actually says. I am not a morning person. But, and to be fair, I haven't been waking up any earlier, but when I'm getting up, I actually have energy to start the day. Whereas before I would be a zombie for at least an hour after waking up, and just no patience or anything. I have so much patience with my kids. I'm a fairly patient person anyway, but you know, even more patient since doing this. And I also understand people say they get a huge surge in energy for the first week or two, and then that kind of drops a little bit. So I'm sort of wary of that. That probably will happen, I'm assuming, but for now I'm just enjoying it. We went to the zoo during the week, and usually we sort of walk around for a bit, and then you obviously get tired because you've been walking around. But when was it yesterday? I don't know. Whenever we went, I just was like, yeah, we can keep going. I'm not feeling tired. And at night, I'm not feeling tired. Like, I actually cannot believe it. Like, I'm always tired in my life, and I have not been. This is delightful. And then my moods has improved, probably because I'm not feeling so tired. I'm not irritable. I'm just feeling fabulous, and it's just delightful. So yeah, hopefully I've said everything I wanted to say in this video and it's not too long. I feel like I rambled. Hopefully I didn't sort of repeat myself too much, and hopefully I can edit this so that it all makes sense. But just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. Like I said, I do encourage you to go and do a bit more research if you're going to start the keto diet. Don't just sort of take what I've said, because I'm not an expert. I've just started, and this is not gospel. So, go do your research if you want to start. Definitely do that. If you have any questions though that you would like me to answer about my experience, just leave them down below and I will get to them. Like I said, I'll probably do an update video, I don't know, when I have something to update about, or if you have a lot of questions, then I will definitely do an update and address those rather than just commenting back. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, so I know that this was something that you were interested in, and subscribe if you're new so that you can follow along on the keto journey, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.